Pull up a stool and pour yourself a pint as you're about to join three intrepid drinkers, Kevin, Justin, and Mark, as they embark on another Beertastic voyage.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Beertastic Voyage. My name is Kevin.
I'm Mark, and this is episode 3 today.
Yes, this is episode 3, and I'm Justin.
And I think it's going to be episode, 98 or something?
Somewhere in that fucking range. I can't tell.
Oh, dude, the March to 100 is on. We are almost there. That's like a big to do.
Sure. Yes, it is. I agree.
This might be 100 or 101.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Really?
So what, the last one released was 96, right?
Yes.
Alright, so 97, 98, 99, 100, this is 101.
101! Woo!
Yes.
All right. That's exciting. We should go back and add some stuff, though, like some celebration noises for 100.
Yeah, see, I look at 100 a little bit differently. I'm like, 100 is just close to 2 years. Like, I look 104, it doesn't have as nice a ring to it, but I think it's like, you know, being like milestone markers,
yeah,
is more important.
Okay. I'm thinking like in television series, always 100 episodes is always a big deal.
Well, it's a super big deal because everyone the worst one's like, I'm getting fucking paid forever.
Exactly.
Syndication for the win.
There you go. So today we have a fan submission. From Superfan Gregg Kelley.
Yes.
Who has upgraded his status as now to Superfan.
Right.
Because he brought us beer.
He brought us beer. That is the destination you have to be for superfans. So
apparently.
The bar is low, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Just give us beer.
Yeah.
Give us beer and send us an email.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Pretty much.
And he has checked both those boxes now.
Bring us enough beer and we'll get you a hat.
There you go. So this is stuff from Victory Brewing Company. Where is Victory located these days? I don't even remember.
There are 2 locations. I believe the main one is Downington, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Outstanding. And so what do we have today, looking from there? Who did the homework on this one? Did you just?
I did the homework on this one.
Okay.
I picked up the beer from our mule, and
did you go into an undisclosed location, like a parking garage or
Was
something?
it a dead drop?
Yeah.
not for the beer pickup. That was just the festivities afterwards.
Oh, okay. You wear your trench coat and everything.
Yeah. So, a lot of times when we try to do research,
I just had to suck the rest of it out.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Fucking South Park's amazing. That's my favorite episode. That's the Simpsons did an episode. That's the episode where they turned.
Is that the same episode as Simpsons did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is because Lisa had the episode where she had the underwater sea monkey place.
Yeah.
And then Nate Butters had the same thing in that episode. And then so everyone they recognized that. So then later on that's Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
No, I remember that. I just didn't remember that was the same episode as the sea people.
Yeah, that's why
Sea monkeys plus sea men equals sea people.
Yes, and that's Cartman had to get the
right. That's right. Right.
Yeah, it's fucking great. That show is amazing. I think that show's better than The Simpsons. Like The Simpsons is a special place in my heart because it was like without The Simpsons you wouldn't have South Park.
Yeah,
but I think South Park took it to a whole other especially social level.
Yeah, the fact that they're able to turn over new episodes so quickly has really helped them. It's great.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like the classic Simpsons is back when Conan O'Brien was still a writer for the show.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he had the writing. Anyway,
so
we have Hell's Lager. I see that one. Is that the first one we poured out?
Yeah, the first one we poured out is a Hellas Lager.
Okay.
We also have
cup on this a little bit. Tell us about it.
We also have the Java Cask bourbon coffee stout, and then we have a Flanders Red. But a lot of times when we do the homework fees, we look for kind of the history of the brewery and stuff. Nothing really comes up. It's kind of difficult. It was not difficult for this one.
No. We
are going to start back in 1973.
In the beginning.
When the owners, Ron Barchett and Bill Kowaleski, were in 5th grade on the school bus.
Oh, wow. They're going way back.
Yeah, they became friends. And then in 1985, Bill gave Ron a homebrewing kit as a Christmas gift. And the two of them kind of fell in love with it and actually had a little personal rivalry as they brewed. So later on in life, after they went to college on separate coasts, Ron left his job as a financial analyst and started an apprenticeship at the Baltimore Brewing Company.
All right.
Because he hated money.
Apparently.
I'm just throwing that in there.
Okay.
Then he worked there for about a year.
Editorial.
Yeah. Then he
that
worked
is
there.
not the official company line.
Yeah. No. Ron worked there for about a year and then moved on to the Technical University in Munich at Weinstefan.
Okay.
So he started learning traditional brewing in Germany. When Ron left his apprenticeship at Baltimore Brewing Company, Bill filled that role.
Really?
Yes.
So, like, took the job, like, filled the role from him.
Yes.
That's great.
So while Ron was off learning German brewing knowledge, Bill produced a whole bunch of German-style beers, many of which that went on to win JBF awards at Baltimore Brewing Company. At that point, they both decided they were ready to open their brewery near where they first met in Pennsylvania. So Victory Brewing opened on February 15th, 1996, in a former Pepperidge Farm factory.
Down with the old farm.
Pepperidge Farm,
Apparently they don't. They just make beer now.
Yes. They built.
Goldfish have no memories. This makes no sense anymore. I'm just saying, like Pepperidge Farm, majority of their stuff is like Milano cookies and and Goldfish. Like they don't remember anything.
I'll never forget Milano cookies. So there was 140.
They'll always have Patty.
There was 144 seats restaurant with a 70-foot long bar inside there. 1,725 barrels of beer they brew a year.
That's awesome.
Yes. So, and since then, they've increased the restaurant to 300 seats. The brewery has expanded, and they now produce 125,713 barrels of beer as of 2014.
Wait. 1,200 barrels?
125,713
barrels
of beer in 2014. Yeah.
That's
125,000 barrels of beer on the wall. 125,000 barrels of beer.
Now, and what's the Brewers Association line for craft? 6 million or something like that?
I don't think they have a number of barrels anymore.
Yeah.
They've
it's percentage of market, right?
I'm pretty sure that they've just completely shifted to ownership. Percentage.
As long as it's anything that's less than Boston Beer Company, right?
Right. Essentially, that's what it had been for the longest time. And now I don't even think. I think they've moved away from the craft beer moniker so much and now focusing on independent.
Independent ownership, exactly.
Gotcha.
I know Captain Morris did. Now they know.
Because like the guy that sued Blue Moon over having
the craft
beer on the label or something like that lost in court and whatnot. So
needless to say, there has a long history of brewing beer, and the pedigree of both the owners and brewers is outstanding. As is the aroma on this Helles. It's really clean. Definitely some bitterness. It's bitter, spicy notes from the hops, and so it's like a bread-like quality.
I get a little bit of honey, honestly.
Yeah, like a slight hint of honey.
Yeah.
The color on it it's brilliantly clear. I mean, one of the clearest beers I think we've ever had on the show.
Yeah, it's definitely crystal clear.
It's a light gold color.
That's really cool because I can look at it from underneath and see all the bubbles. And it's cool.
Yeah, it's like you're drowning in beer, but you can actually breathe.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. But yeah, I think it would fall into probably the light straw color. Maybe straw. What do you think? Pale straw?
I think we're light gold. I think it's a little darker than straw. Straw basically doesn't have a color.
Yeah, I mean,
it's fucking light.
I think yellow would be the correct. Because you go straw yellow, then gold.
Yeah,
I think yellow.
All right, I'm in.
This one, I get a little bit of honey on the taste of it. A little bit of bread in there, like again, that white bread kind of flavor to it, and it's nothing too. It doesn't really stand out a whole lot, to be honest, but it is refreshing, and I kind of wish we had left this one in the fridge. Like, I think a little colder might be a little more enjoyable than this one.
It's ridiculously clean.
It is, and I feel like the bitterness is actually a little bit low for Helles.
I'm not familiar enough with the style. I really like the level of bitterness as a drinker. I don't know style-wise where it fits in. I've had it's also really hard because a lot of times some people classify it as a Helles, and commercially speaking, it could vary widely. I'm not really sure.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Helles is supposed to have a pretty assertive bitterness. And while this is definitely nicely balanced, I would also say that the bitterness is not assertive.
No, there's definitely not an assertive bitterness to it. I'm staring up at the periodic table of beer styles here, seeing if I can find Helles on here. You see
So
it?
there are some marks of curiosity. There are 3 Helles. There's a German Helles export. There's a Helles Bock, which this is not.
No.
And there's a Munich Helles. I think the Munich.
I would think Munich Helles.
Right. So, from an aroma standpoint, it's pretty much spot on. And then flavor-wise, malt dominates the hops in the palate, finish, and aftertaste. So no, this is not should not be very hoppy.
Maybe I'm thinking of Helles export.
Probably, that's what I mean. There's like, Helles started to everything. But that's just interesting knowledge. Yeah. It's I like it. This is again, one of those lawnmower type beers where you can, drink a ton of these. Your palate's not going to get too fatigued. Really, really well done beer.
Yeah, I think this would be a good. Just everybody can drink beer. Everybody wants to drink. You can hand it to everybody. They're going to enjoy this beer. It's got a good base quality to it. It's not offensive in any way. I think it's pretty tasty. For me, it would be a pint on it, just because there doesn't really seem to be a whole lot going on to it in there to me.
I'm gonna go bomber on it. I'm impressed with the balance. It's definitely like the style suggested, a malty balance. I like malty beer, and but it, at the same time has enough balance from the hops to not make it kind of just stick to your palate.
I think that's a fair read on it. I definitely am not saying that there is a ton of the hop character is not overpowering in any way, but there is enough of it to keep it from becoming completely tasting like malt.
Right. What do you think?
I got nothing more than what you guys have already said.
What are you gonna rate it?
So how about for a rating then?
I will go bomber on it. It is it's definitely 2 glasses for me. Beyond that though, I don't know. I might want to seek out something with more complexity.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think it's a good day drinking beer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be day drinking. I'll be drinking something like this.
Yeah, this is a hell of a very good start to.
Would you say it's a H Helles?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You're a dad. You got to work on it. You got to up your dad joke.
Now listen. So we have a friend whose dad, the level of dad joke that he gets to, he's super high, and I never ever want to do that to any of Jake's friends ever.
You say that now.
I will do. No.
In 10 years, you may change.
I am going to walk around in my underwear from him, though. Just for the record.
Are you going to yell at him and throw him out of the house and try to fight him on the lawn?
No. None of those things.
In your underpants?
None of those things will happen. And I still love my friend's father very much.
Yeah. Let me show you my pictures.
It's been very good to me. But the dad joke thing I think is funny between us.
I look like
but
I'm
never doing any of that to my son. The next two, the good thing this one was fairly not complex. The next two that we're going to drink, I had one of them. The number 2 that we're going to drink, I've had. I think I mentioned earlier while we're eating lunch. The Java Cask, which is a bourbon coffee stout. I had like on a Tuesday night. I just wanted a beer and it was in the fridge and I grabbed it and I drank it. And after I finished drinking it, I was like, man, I am fucking sleepy.
I'm gonna sleep hard.
Yeah, like in hindsight, I found out that this beer is 14.8% alcohol.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, motherfucker, that's unbelievable. And I was hammered. So I was hammered on a Tuesday. And just for posterity's sake.
It's like
from usual Tuesdays.
What's that?
How's that different from usual Tuesdays?
Usual Tuesdays, I go to bed at 9 o'clock not drunk. This was going to bed at 9 o'clock drunk. The Helles was 4.8%. I mean, you can imagine it being a Helles, it's going to be. But I thought for posterity's sake, I would tell you.
It's always good to know. This one pours out really dark.
Yeah, it's black as night, and it has a very dark tan head, pretty thick.
I'm not getting any light through there, but I'm trying to see if there's any kind of. Looks pretty clear. I don't seem to see any.
I know that Victory filters the shit out of their beers, so
it's
no light.
Nothing.
No light.
Yeah, it's devoid of light.
It's actually a black hole.
On the nose, it's straight up bourbon. Just like
it is very boozy on the aroma. Ooh. Like I can smell the alcohol.
Yeah, like when I was drinking this, I knew that it was probably 8% 9%.
Yeah, this one
Fucking
smells hot.
mid double digits was not something that came to mind just because it was a commercial beer in a pint. Like I didn't open some special bomber or something.
Yeah, you feel like
based on the legs swirling it, like you definitely know that it's pretty boozy.
Yeah, I again as aspiring judge, I should have had a little bit better of an idea of what was going on, but it was Tuesday and I was just like, I need a fucking beer.
I'm going to give you the out on that one because, and this is something that I overheard Andrew say specifically, of he really has to put himself in the mindset of focusing on judging, and if he's not doing that, he actively doesn't do that.
Right.
So, now, while you weren't actively not doing it, like, I don't think you should approach everything with like the most critical eye in the world, because then all you're going to do is disappoint yourself more often than not.
Yeah, that's very true. I think that'll be hard for me to turn off. But,
so I'm going to give you a pass on that. Don't feel bad about it.
I appreciate that. So, I mean, aroma-wise, like I said, there's nothing you're going to get much more than the bourbon.
It's a lot of bourbon though.
Flavor-wise, I think the bourbon sort of leads, but then it does finish up with some nice, I think a nice coffee note. It's not an overly strong coffee note because...
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of coffee. I also get a little bit of, like, raisin.
Yeah, the sweetness.
It smells very similar to the rum barrel one that we opened for Captain Lawrence, which was just the last episode. Yeah,
it does. We have a little left in the bottle.
Yeah, just the last
episode. Nostril.
Yeah, which is just the last episode we recorded. You're hitting a lot of those same kind of notes of the raisins and the
this just smells much hotter though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's double the alcohol. More. Well, that was 7%. This is 14.8. Oh man.
14.8 or 14.3?
I'm a little scared to try it, to be honest.
I thought it was 14.8, but like 14.3. Definitely splitting hairs now.
14.3.
Okay.
I'm just asking because I just looked at the notes and I see 14.3.
Okay, good. That's definitely 14.3 because I copied and pasted.
Yes, the bottle says 14.3.
All right. So we're still bordering on. I don't know. That's pretty. I mean, beer-wise, especially commercially sold beer, that's fucking high.
Ooh. I do believe it counts as malt liquor.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
What are you?
Wow, that's
bringing the heat.
Yeah, that's a little hotter than I really want it to be honest. I don't mind bourbon, but this is a little more raw bourbon than I want it to be.
It's honestly not as hot as I thought it might be based on the aroma.
That's fair. I just think it's still a little too hot.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just stating that it is not as hot as that I thought it would be based on the aroma.
Okay. So when Mark smelled it, he's like, I'm fucked. And then he tasted it, was like, I'm kind of okay. You smelled it and went, could be okay. And then you tasted it and went, I'm fucked. So there's just a different approach to it.
You know what? That was a really good summation. Yeah. We don't have time. I will sum up.
Yes.
That's what you've done.
So, I mean, on my end, I like it. I tend to like boozier beers more than I think you guys do. That it's still though. When I drank the whole pint of this the other that
Wait,
night.
did you say boozy or bougie?
6-1, half dozen another.
Speaking of bougie, they're adding glamping sites to some of these campgrounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. We're gonna get one right next door. We're gonna toilet paper.
You bring toilet paper camping? Come on. What kind of savage are you?
Yes, I definitely need toilet paper. There's not enough leaves in the forest for what happens to be in the woods. Anyway, the level of booze is probably a little too high for me in this to drink a lot. I had that pint, and I honestly was a little on Tuesday, and I was a little like full afterwards.
Yeah.
I think you could easily. I think sharing this 12-ounce bottle, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sharing this 12-ounce bottle between the three of us, I think, was pretty much how I would like to enjoy this. Around a campfire, as we were just talking about.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to do it, but I think this is the right quantity, but again, it's just really hot for me.
Yeah. I don't get enough of anything else in it. I really wish I got more coffee.
There's very few liquors that I like to drink straight or neat, and which is different things, I understand that, but it's just not really hitting the note for me. it's something that I would look at and go, oh man, this is really awesome. I really want to try this, but I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It wasn't I wasn't over. I was more excited about it than I was happy about drinking it. But even with that said, it's going to be a pint for me. I think that the flavor of it, while very good, would be overwhelming in quantity any larger than that.
I'm going to stay at tasting just because, excuse me, it is kind of one note in that it's hot. And, yeah, I mean, that's really it. It's kind of one note, and also at, over 14% alcohol, I don't want to drink a lot of this.
No.
Yeah, it's a little too much for me. I'm going to go with with the taster on this one. It's just too strong for me.
Yeah, it makes sense. I feel like honestly they're put in the right size package, the 16-ounce thing. It's just that should be set right on the outside. It should say share with friends.
Yeah.
It should be like a flat pack furniture, and you should have like the decal on there for like team lift.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, it's either like, did your parents die? 1.
Yeah.
Or share with 3 or more friends. Like, that's pretty much the only thing I can think of is, if you had a really shitty day, then you drink a whole one of these, go to bed, and hopefully you feel okay in the morning.
Hopefully it's better in the morning.
Yeah.
I wonder if they used, like, newer barrels. I wonder if
I would imagine that they were
like,
freshly dumped.
They probably didn't even spray them out. Like,
like that's what's running in my head of why it would get such a. Also, the coffee note that it's like
There's probably still a fifth in the before the beer went in.
Yes,
nice.
The only reason I know what a fifth is because of the Eminem song. So, Stan.
Yeah.
I drank a fifth of vodka there when you drive. I had to look that up, what that was when that song came out. I was like, oh shit.
The only reason I know what a fifth is because I remember my dad had some liquor bottles that were that old that still had that size.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. But also the coffee note that it produces is it's just straight black coffee, which is not how I drink coffee.
Yeah.
It's too much on that.
On that subject, I think you shared it recently. It's like
yes,
me and my brother, right?
Too dark.
Yeah.
Yes, I shared it to you.
It was a comic, and it's a guy, sitting down to have his coffee in the morning, and it's black. And he looks down at the coffee, and the coffee says to him, "Let's commit murder."
Oh yeah, that was really funny.
And he's like, "Oh, too dark." Adds a little,
adds like a drop of cream to it, and then the coffee's like, "Let's contemplate murder," and he's like, "Perfect."
And I saw that, I'm just like, that's Mark and his brother, like, to a T. Like, that joke, the kind of, the comedy and the reference to love of coffee, that's them, like, on the nose.
Yep.
So, I poured some water. I had no beer left in my glass. Like, there was obviously some, and I poured water in it.
And that would be a nice beer.
And it is still twice as dark as the Helles that we tasted earlier.
Yeah. No, I added more water to my glass, so mine was not, still as dark as yours there, but yeah.
Still looked like beer.
It's a similar experience.
So, our third and final beer from Victory, give it to me.
Yeah, finish it up. Woo. Sorry, I'm a vagina today.
That's fine. There's no reason why you drink if you don't like it.
Give it to me.
Dude,
Give it to me, Kevin.
Is a Flanders Red, and it is in a 22-ounce bottle, and corked and caged.
$7.50.
Oh yeah, $7.50 right, because the corked and caged.
Yes. No, we just had a tiny corked and caged bottle, but that's the big one.
Yeah. Oh, little very good seal on the on there.
I definitely had to work the cork out on this one.
Yeah.
Unlike those Captain Orange beers.
That we're ready to explode.
Dude, I can read your shirt through that, and it's that dark. When you lean forward, I can see the I can read your shirt through. It's so clear.
Yeah, it is a lovely amber color to it.
Yeah,
red,
dark, very
beautiful,
dark, almost garnet.
Mm-hmm. Garnet, that's the spot. That's the color that we're looking for.
Well, yeah, I mean that.
It's red.
It has those ruby highlights.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I haven't had a sip yet, but I just took a little whiff of it. You get that very classic Flanders Red, sour, tad bit of funk to it.
And again, to go back to the last episode that we recorded this in our time, it was 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
This is what we were expecting to smell when we opened up
from
the second
Lawrence,
the second beer from Captain Lawrence, which was not.
No, that wasn't this.
But it wasn't trying to be. It was just not this.
Yeah, but when you give me a sour beer and you say
It's a sour red. Like, this is what you expect.
this is what I'm primed for. Yeah.
Oh, damn, son, this is good.
All right, let's read the back of the bottle here. Our brewers' passion and dedication to tradition come to life in this extremely limited Flemish-style sour red ale. 3 years in oak barrels, mixed culture fermentation, and expert blending have come together to marry tart and tannic notes from natural oak souring with intense impressions of dark fruit. Join us in savoring the complex and effervescent ale that is Victory Red. Cheers, Bill Ron. And this is bottle condition.
This is right there with the Runbach Grain Crew.
Oh, this is absolutely.
It's definitely has the stronger sourness that the Grand Cru has over the straight up Runbach. And yeah, like this is one of my favorite beer styles. Period.
This is really good, and you get a lot of that like cinnamon, all-spicy, like
from the wood.
I'm gonna call it holiday spice. It's like when you open up, like when you walk into a store like the Christmas tree shop, and they have like all those cinnamon balls, right?
Cones
The cinnamon pine cones right in the front, and it just assaults your senses, you know. Like that's what this kind of tastes like as you sip it. Like it's sour, and then you get that punch in the back of the nose with it.
The level of complexity. There's so many flavors I can pick out.
This is really tasty.
I get a little bit of a cider quality. Hold on.
Thank you.
Damn, that was weird. I couldn't get rid of it. I swallowed like 3 times. And it still sounded like that. The frog just wouldn't go away. So,
something crawled down your throat and died.
It's died.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that. So anyway, the back to serious beer talk. It gives like a cider quality to it, and at the same time, like right after that sweetness is an even bigger tartness from almost a green apple, and then you get like it mellows out almost from the Brettanomyces like character.
Yeah, but like one of the things that I really like about Flanders Reds is that little bit of acetic kick. Bless you.
Yeah, it's almost like apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, it's
right.
It is vinegar.
Yeah,
right.
Like it's acetic acid. It's not just lactic acid. It's got that little bit of acetic acid that just punches it up a little bit, and I really enjoy it. Which is why when we were at the Brewers Collective for the John Palmer collaboration brew day last weekend, and Jason, gave me this, short pour glass of this black beer. I was like, "What is this?" He's like, "That's the sour." I'm like, "I didn't know you still."
No, that was balsamic vinegar.
That's like I didn't know you
balsamic vinegar.
I didn't know you still had that. It's not on the board. He's like, "Yeah, there's only a couple of pints left." And I was like, "All right, thank you."
Yeah, he gave me some too. That was awesome.
I tried some of Mark's, like from that. I'm like, and it really just tasted like balsamic vinegar.
It was definitely on the very far end.
It was
of sour.
It was motor oil.
No, like yes, it was right. The Corvid definitely got very acetic. This is not there.
No, nowhere near that.
I like that flavor.
Yeah, me too.
Like the Corvid, it's a sipper. I gotta work my way through it. It's gonna take me a little while, but I still enjoy it, and I really like this as well.
So now, the Granny Smith apple, that's an acetic type apple, right? Same sort of positive. Yeah, so good. I'm just being sure I'm equating the flavor correctly in my head to something. This way, if I write it on a BJCP exam, for instance, I'm not a fucking moron.
Yeah, but I think that's going to be more malic acid.
Right.
Malic acid?
Malic acid, yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Malic acid is
the acid producing fruit, or
is the predominant acid in like apples and grapes.
Okay, I can get that.
So if I just like mixed a little, I have malic acid powder upstairs. If I mixed a little bit of that into some water, you'd be like,
that's apple
it's a little apple juicy.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I get a very apple juice quality to this.
No, the apple cider vinegar is the note that I just keep getting back in my.
No, that's more accurate.
And the color too. It's kind of the same color.
It is.
It's definitely there, and
it's very nice copper color.
I like that flavor.
Yeah, there is a little bit of sweetness that comes back to it also.
What's the ABV on this? It's not that high. I think it's like 5.5
no,
or
that
something
keeps
like
it from becoming.
Yeah, your notes say 5.5, so I'm
Okay.
assuming that's correct.
There's that little bit of sweetness in there that keeps it from becoming too much.
Right.
Which, this is really interesting, and this is an incredible beer.
Yeah, 5.5.
This is fucking fantastic.
I-
Wow.
Flanders Reds are easily one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a style that I think all three of us really enjoy. What was we had beer? I think it was the last session that we got together and recorded that we had a really good sour that we were contemplating. What was it?
Oh, it was one of the Hill Farms.
Yeah, the Hill Farms that like.
It was a saison. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I feel like this is right in with those kind of beers that we were having. That kind of the sour and the contemplation that needs to go with those beers.
Yeah, I mean, you had in the last episode, Kevin, you had said the Captain's Cocktail, Captain Lawrence. You had said it's a good sitting by the fire beer.
Oh, this is.
That's what this is for me.
Yeah.
This is cold night, tulip glass, next to the fire,
and it's warming me up too. I feel it in my stomach. I can feel it.
It does
warming
too.
me up from the bottom up.
It's funny you should say that because as it warms up, I'm smelling it, and I get more of an alcohol note from the aroma. I think it's really more of a sweetness. I mean, it's probably not exactly alcohol, but it does. It does give you that impression, and I am getting that warming feeling. And it's only 5.5, so it's I don't know exactly where that's coming from, but it almost makes it more enjoyable. You know what I mean? You're like, ooh, tickly.
Yeah, no.
Gonna be dance battle and Wimbly Nimbly.
It's the whole Wimbly Nimbly.
I'm really enjoying this one. This is tasty.
It is.
I'm sad that I've kind of run out of descriptors for it. I don't really know what else to call it. But
yeah, other than just grunting into the microphone as I touch myself, I don't know if I can equate exactly how much I enjoy this.
But yeah, we've talked about it before, and I think we mentioned it earlier, even in this episode of this is a beer to share.
That's one of the main reasons why I enjoy doing this, as well as just making beer and giving it to other people and going bottle shares. Is a beer like this where
we're pouring some of this in a conical.
Yes, don't worry.
Yeah,
I already
told
had
you
your
it
back.
bottle. Did I?
Yeah.
That's wyou said that to you. I was like, oh, I expected you to do that.
Well, do you want to put it in the conical, or do you want to put it into the dregs and get it to be part of our dreg collection?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I'm good with both those things. So, Greg, you have inadvertently contributed to the Sour Solera project, as well as the insane pellicle that we have over in the corner.
It's actually becoming sentient.
Yeah, we walked in and it said, "Hello, Mark. How can I help you today?"
Well, it's not like the spine that I had growing in kombucha at one time.
That was fucked up. There were bones and shit in that. It's a good thing we killed that. We probably would have gotten in trouble with
Greenpeace or something.
Yeah, you actually violated the
Zurich would have come after us for that one. I can say without question that the rest of this bottle is not going to go wasted. I have to say, this is probably one of my top 5 beers I've had on the podcast. If not, period. Not counting the random 1996 Flanders Red that I might have had that Brian gave us.
But I feel like, this is a beer that you could give to Brian and be like, yeah, you enjoy this. Check this out.
He would be really, he would be really
interested. He'd be on
beer.
that.
I'm going to try to find more. And when I look this beer up, for the record, they don't make this beer anymore, and they're never going to make it again.
Wow. Okay.
That's what it said on the 3 different sites I looked at. It's not listed on their website at all.
Greg, thank you so much for finding us a bottle.
Yeah, I mean, he picked it up at the brewery. He was on vacation with the family, and
That's awesome.
They stopped through and he thought about us, which is awesome.
I hope you grabbed Greg, I hope you grabbed the bottle for yourself to put down in your fridge somewhere.
And if you did, don't tell me, because I'll kill you and take it.
So what are you thinking for a rating on this one, Justin?
This is straight keg.
Yeah.
There's not a single thing that can be better about this. It's 5.5. As I drink it, it doesn't stick on my palate at all. The level of acidity doesn't get to me in the least. I can literally drink this as every beer I drink for the rest of my life.
Wow. How about you, Mark?
I'm going to second him on the keg. I mean, especially because it is that 5.5.
Yeah.
It is. This is a straight up, this is my kind of session ale.
Okay.
Straight up.
This is. I can't. If there's a better fucking beer than this, the combination of, because we have so many beers that are good, but we can't have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Or if we do, we're going to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, god damn it. This is the most flavor I've ever had in a beer that was this ABV.
Yeah, I want this on demand.
I think for me, I'm going to go with the growler on it. I really like the aceted quality to it. I enjoy that it's low ABV. I just don't necessarily know if I can go with it for every beer forever, like you guys were talking about, like how Justin was talking about.
I can speak from experience and say that Flanders Reds are very good in pancakes and waffles.
Yeah. No,
if you put this in a fucking pancake, I'll kill you. We're drinking it.
I'm talking about my homebrew.
Oh, that. No, I know that. I'm just saying in general,
no
this
doubt,
specific one.
I have no doubts about it, and I would love to have it, and I would love to have a stash of these. I just think Growler is the perfect spot for me.
Listen,
speaking of stashes, I think it would be, I feel like it would be a missed opportunity if we didn't bring up stashes, so I kept complaining about it.
I'm not complaining about anything right now. I have this beer, and I'm very happy with it, so there's no reason to complain. See how I dodged that one? That was a good pivot.
We love you. We love Stash McCrae. For the record, it's an official podcast statement from the official podcast spokesman.
There you go. This was Greg. These were some fantastic finds. So I say really thank you so much for finding these.
Yes, we definitely appreciate the listener submission.
No doubt.
And if anybody else would ever like to give us beers, and whether it's your beers or like homebrew beers. We'll drink homebrew beer.
Actually, I was going to say that. I think that, we're coming up on 2 years, and I think one of the things that I'd like to do is kind of highlight some homebrew stuff. And we could maybe even just do one on an episode or something like that.
Yeah, I would have no problem doing a little homebrew evaluation segment.
Yeah.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
So, if you're listening or, somebody that homebrews or whatever else, you can...
Are we going to start a 1 minute beer review segment with, like, Len and Tarley?
Oh, my God. Yeah, we'd be ripping off Brulosophy. For Kevin, I'm sure you don't know this.
No, I don't listen to
Brulosophy, they have the main host, Marshall Schott, has a friend.
He has
two friends, Jersey and Tim, and they're the farthest things from beer aficionados. They know nothing.
Okay.
And on top of that, their personalities are extremely bold.
Oh, they're bold?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say they're hosts.
No, they're extremely bold people. I think one of them is a fighter pilot, actually.
Oh, okay.
And they do a beer review with, like, submitted beers.
Yeah.
And they just kind of ramble for a minute. They rate them on their Jersey Tim scale, which is nothing.
Yeah.
And it's really fucking funny. It's like a minute.
Yeah.
But we should actually have either Taylor or Len on as a guest at some point and have them rate some beer. That'd be fun. It would be actually similar to when we had Cliff on, except they wouldn't spit out like random lies about our forefathers.
We're talking about the lady in red.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's how ladies smell and things like that. Anyway, so thank you, Greg. And if you have any homebrew, you can email us at beertasticvoyage@gmail.com.
Yep.
What the hell
is up on the social media?
Yeah, social media. Do we want to give out our phone number again?
I don't think I have a card handy. I have a stack of
Mark's going to bring up our phone number. Call us, leave a voicemail. We like to play them.
Yeah, and reach out to us like at Facebook, as Greg has in the past. Has reached out to us on Facebook.
You can reach us at 631-605-7240. Once again, that is 631-605-7240.
At some point, our webmaster, who's a fat piece of shit and super lazy, is going to get that on our website. We've only had it for a couple of months. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that guy.
Yeah. I hear he's a real dick.
Yeah, he's a dick. I don't even like calling him.
Honestly, I hadn't thought of that, but I could probably do that.
We'll see.
Yeah. So this was a really interesting one, and I think we should sit back and finish off most of the rest of this bottle, and then pour a little bit onto the pellicles and other assorted
we're gonna feed the
semi-sentient beings.
We're going to feed the beast behind us over here.
Maybe someday we can have a pellicle on the podcast.
I think that it's going to come soon.
Okay. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
If you enjoyed Beertastic Voyage, please be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and don't forget to review and rate us. The guys can be found online at www.beertasticvoyage.com, on Facebook at www.facebook.com/beertasticvoyage, and Twitter and Instagram at Beertastic Show, or send them a good old-fashioned email at beertasticvoyage@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and cheers for local beers.